If you have 5,000 Kenya shillings right now and it's just sitting in your M-Pesa or in your bank account, the truth is you are quietly losing money every single day. Not because you're spending it, but because you're not investing it. And the longer you wait, the further away financial freedom slips. And I believe that we all have the potential to attain financial freedom. That is having enough money working for us. And the truth is, you can start with what you have. You can start with your 5,000 Kenya shillings and grow from there. And the earlier, the better. The sad truth is, most people think that we need a lot of money to start investing. But that is a complete lie that usually keeps us from investing, because wealth is not built by how much we start with. It is built by how early we start and how consistent we are. So in this video, I'm going to take us through exactly where to invest 5,000 Kenya shillings in Kenya today, what returns to expect from this investment, and how to grow that into real wealth, or how we can grow this into real wealth over time. So to start this discussion, I would like to highlight 4 levels of investing. Number 1, we have the level 1 is safe investment, which protects your money, okay, or protects your capital or the amount that you're investing. Second, we have growth investment. This usually grows your money. And then we have high return investment, which usually multiplies your money. And then number 4, we have wealth protection. So usually, beginners usually jump into step number 3 and they end up losing their money. And on the other hand, we never speak about level 4, which is wealth protection. But here at Study of Wealth, I want us to start speaking about this more often. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on this exciting journey. Now, the right way to start when you are a beginner, when you don't have a lot to put in different places. Now, the right way to start when you're a beginner and when you don't have a lot to maybe spread in different categories of investments, you start with step number 1. That is a safe investment. And under this, we have several investment funds we're going to be discussing. Number 1, we have a money market fund and a fixed income fund. So both the money market fund and a fixed income funds are safe. They're beginner friendly and they're perfect for building your first 100,000 Kenya shillings. Okay. Now, the current returns of a money market fund right now is between 8% and 11%. I know there is a money market fund. The best money market fund is offering 12%, but this money market funds requires you to have a little bit higher investment or capital to invest. I think it's 100,000 Kenya shillings. Okay. Now, for the fixed income funds, the rate ranges between 10% and 13%. And here is the distinction between the two funds that most people don't understand. So a money market fund usually focuses on short-term, very safe instruments, and fixed income funds invest in bonds and corporate bonds. These are structured products, which means fixed income funds usually give you a higher return than a money market fund. And from an investor's perspective, a fixed income fund and a money market fund, they look and operate exactly as a money market fund, okay? So the question is, which one should you choose? Personally, if a company offers a money market fund and a fixed income fund, there is no debate there. I would go for the fixed income fund, because over time, that extra 2%, 3% return, it compounds into serious money, especially if you're doing this consistently over and over, or you're doing this for a longer period of time. So this is our primary funds that we use to build capital. Let me work with an example so that you can see what the numbers we're looking at here. So if you invested 5,000 Kenya shillings every month at a rate of 10%, after 1 year, and this money market fund or fixed income fund is doing a daily compounding. So after 1 year, that amount will be 63,000. After 2 years, you'll have 138,000 in your account. After 5 years, you'll have 353,000 Kenya shillings in your account. And this is enough to move us now to the next level. At this point, you can even start looking at special funds or money market funds or fixed income funds that are giving better returns but require a higher capital to start, or the entry level is a little bit higher. Okay, you can also start a business with this amount, and from this you can get between 15% to 20% returns. But remember, do not rush there. Just build your base first, and then you can go now start exploring these other funds like special funds. Okay, our number 2 funds, we have balance funds, and these are moderate risk. Now, if you get to a point where you're thinking, I want better returns, but I'm not ready for full risk, this is for you. So balance funds mix bonds and stocks. So it's an in-between fund between a money market fund and an equity fund. So they give moderate risk and moderate returns, okay? So the returns are around 10% to 17%. And these returns are volatile, and when the stock market is not doing very well, if the stock market, for example, we get a negative year, maybe in the NSE 20 or the NSE All Share Index, if we get a negative return on that, you can find a below 10% in this fund. But because now they're also investing in bonds, and if you understand how bonds and stock market, the relationship between the bond market or the government securities and the stock market, you understand when one is going up, the other one is going down. And when the other one is going up, the bonds are going down, okay? So this kind of balances it out. But the good thing is, when the stock market is doing really well, we can get very good returns in these balance funds. So this is where you go when you have understood the basics and now you're ready for growth. This can be your next step after now the money market fund or the fixed income fund. You know, after testing the fruits of investing, and you're ready for more, but not ready to take the whole risk or to risk everything. So you can just go to these particular funds. So make sure that you don't put everything here. You can have your money market fund and allocate a small portion in a balance fund just to introduce a small level of risk in your portfolio. And also because when you're introducing risk in your portfolio, it means that you're also increasing the potential returns in your investments. And remember, here we are taking baby steps and we are building discipline and consistency over time. Okay, as we're moving up the list, things are getting exciting. So our number 3 investment is equity funds, and this is stock market exposure made easy for you guys because it is professionally managed, okay? And here we are stepping into now the real growth, and this is basically now the level 2. So equity funds invest in the stock market, that is the NSE. We also have equity funds that are targeting the African markets. We have equity funds that are targeting the global equity markets, okay? So we have global equity funds, African equity funds, and we have Kenyan equity funds. That's the ones that target the NSE. So all of these right now are available to us. So instead of you choosing individual stocks, professionals do it on your behalf, and then they give you the returns that they get from the investment. So you give them the money, they invest in the stock market on your behalf. So the kind of returns we're talking about here is now between 12% and 18% long term. And remember, this also can go lower than this because it is a bit volatile. And basically, the 12% and 18% is the average, okay? It can go as high as 30%, 40%, or even 60%, depending on the performance of the stock market. And the truth here is, some years you win, some years you also lose. And that's completely normal in such a kind of market. And rule of the game here is, if you invest here, you need to think long term, 3 to 5 years minimum, okay? So invest money you're not going to need in the next few years, just in case the market calls for that, or just in case you're required to wait that long before you realize returns, good returns in your investments. So this means that you still need your emergency fund in a safe investment like a money market fund or a fixed income fund, just to make sure that whatever you're putting here, you're not in a hurry to withdraw it. And that is investment number 4. We have stocks, and this is if you want more control over your investments. So you can go a step further from now the equity funds and start investing directly in the stock market. You can buy shares on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, companies like Safaricom, Equity Bank, KCB, we have KenGen, and we have all these other companies that you can invest in Nairobi Securities Exchange. These are good examples of where many beginners start, and it's a good way to start investing in the stock market. This has an upside compared to the equity funds. One, because you don't pay any management fees and you get the full growth of the stocks you invested in. Now, when you invest in the stocks, you make money in two ways. Number one is you can make money when the share price goes up over time, okay? And we call these capital gains. And the second way you make money is through dividends, all right? Which are payments companies make or give to their shareholders. And because now you are a shareholder, because you have invested in the stocks, then you get these dividends. Now, realistically, in the long term, stocks can give you around 10, between now 10% to 18%. This is on average, meaning that you can go higher than this or you can go lower than this, okay, depending on how the stock market is doing. So in the stock market, we can get returns of over 60%, 70%, 130%, crazy returns like that. But on the lower side, we can go as low as well, okay? And for an even bigger advantage, you can also explore the global companies or invest in the stock market from the global companies. And today, these have been made very easy because you have different platforms offering these services or access to the global market. Personally, I use Scope Market, and I love their ease in depositing the money into the account, and also the whole process of investing is pretty simple, and you can be able to access a number of companies. And we are talking about companies that you have heard of, let's say Apple, Tesla, Amazon, we have Google, we have all these companies, Nvidia's, Taiwan Semiconductors, and such companies. And the reason this matters is because these companies are growing at a global scale, and over time some of these companies have delivered very good returns. And if you can check different, I'm going to attach the charts here so that you can see. When you look at these companies, their charts, you can see a 5-year horizon. They have even delivered over 300 or 500% of the returns on your investment. We are talking about very good returns if you're patient in the market, because the markets are going to go up and they're going to go down. So in some years, you're going to get negative returns, but if you stay long enough, you're going to experience these 300% return on your investment you're talking about, okay? Now, if you're just starting out, here is the smart way to approach this. I'm assuming now you have your money market fund, or you have tried a safe investment, you see how it works, and maybe you have tried a balance fund and you have experienced some risk in your investment, okay? Or basically, let's say you have not invested in a high risk investment like a stock, okay? So here is the smart way to approach it. Begin with an equity fund first, so you can understand how this market works while the professionals are managing the risk for you. Then as you gain confidence and knowledge, you can now start picking individual stocks yourself in the NSE or in the global market. In the offshore market, you can maybe start with ETFs because they give you exposure to different stocks, and they are diversified. Then you can now go to individual stocks, because while funds help reduce your risk, direct stock investing requires more understanding and also discipline. But let me be very honest with you, stocks and equity funds do not go up every day. Some years the market will be down, and you might even see temporary losses in your capital. And this is where most people go wrong. They panic and they sell when the markets are down. And when you panic and sell, you lock in your losses at that particular time. But if you stay patient and think long term, that's how you build wealth through the stock market. We all know that money or wealth is built in businesses. And in the stock market, this is the easiest way for you to participate or to invest in a business. Our investments number 5, and this is my second favorite, cryptocurrencies, and this is a high risk, high reward investment. And I will be very real with you. Crypto is where many people lose money, okay? And it's because they treat it like gambling. I started my investment journey in cryptocurrency. It was my first investment, and I lost a lot of money because I didn't know how it worked. And I understand the skepticism toward cryptocurrency. So make sure that if you decide to invest in cryptocurrencies, you do your research on this and you understand how cryptocurrency works. And then you can, with your 5,000 Kenya shillings, you can start with a small portion of Bitcoin or Ethereum. But listen carefully, only invest what you can afford to lose and think long term, okay? The potential return in cryptocurrencies are massive, and we are speaking about now 10x or even 100x of your money or of your capital. But you have to do it right and be patient. I'm working on an ebook about how to invest in cryptocurrencies, and I'll be sharing it once I'm done. Kindly, you can comment crypto in the comment section if you're interested in understanding how crypto works or how to invest right in the cryptocurrency space. Our number 6 investment is personal pension plan. This is the most ignored investment and the most important one, because one day we are all going to stop working, and if you don't prepare, life becomes very hard. So the returns for this investment are around 8% to 12% annually. And even with 1,000 Kenyan shillings per month, it matters a lot because you're building something for your future. In as much as we are also building other investments, we can also consider having a pension plan, especially for those people who are self-employed. All right. Our investment number 7, which I think is the most important investment that you can make, is increasing your income. Sometimes the smartest investment is increasing your earning power. And with 5,000 Kenya shillings, you can do several things. You can learn a skill, you can buy tools like maybe content creation tools, and maybe you can start a small business, because more income means that you have more to invest. Let me be honest with you. 5,000 Kenya shillings is not much, especially in today's economy when we are spending it. But 5,000 Kenya shillings invested is not small. What is dangerous is doing nothing with it because you think that it is too small to start. 5,000 Kenya shillings invested consistently every month can change your financial life. And the opposite is true. If you don't start with that 5,000 Kenya shillings or the 1,000 Kenya shillings that you have, you will feel stuck. You're not going to start your investment journey. Now that we have reached this point, I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, I would like you to comment in the comment section. If you're a beginner, which investment are you starting with, okay? And if you have already started your investment journey, which investment are you researching on, or which investment are you planning to take next? I'll personally guide some of you on how to open some of these accounts. Now, the second thing that I would like you to do is don't just comment, take action. Even if it's 1,000 Kenya shillings, start today, put it aside, start your investment journey, because the difference between people who build wealth and those who stay stuck or feel that they're stuck is very simple. One starts and the other one keeps waiting. Which one are you? Make sure that you subscribe to Study of Wealth, because here we don't just talk about money, we build it. And I'm also in this journey. I didn't start long ago. I started by researching and then getting into this investment space. And that is why I'm doing this, to just take you along in my journey. Now, the next video, I'm going to be sharing my April NSE investment. Remember, we have a challenge where we are investing a specific amount of money every month in the stock market for a whole year. And I'll be sharing how our 3 months investment is doing so far. And the goal of this challenge is basically to learn practically how the Nairobi Securities Exchange or the stock market works practically. This is a good opportunity for those who are starting with a money market fund, a balanced fund and an equity fund, to learn how the stock market works. So make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on those updates. Make sure that you check the pinned comment for resources that you may need in your investment journey. Happy investing. See you in our next video. Bye for now.